Thanks for joining us at Top M&A Entrepreneurs. Today, my guest, Kevin McArdle. Kevin is going to talk about raising money and what you should follow, the advice you should follow, because he's done a big raise for acquisitions for software companies. Kevin, what advice should we follow?
Hey, John, thanks for having me on. And, I don't know if my advice will fit the conventional wisdom, but I can share with you my experience. And having just raised a whole bunch of money in a time where it seems like it's a very hard time to raise money, the reason why I was successful is because I've had relationships with my investors going back 4 or 5 years before I ever asked them for money. And for several of them, they had invested in a previous company that was successful, and we built up that trust together. And so when I said, here's my new idea for Big Band software, we jumped to like the 5th conversation because there was no intros. They knew who I was. They knew the idea. They believed in it already. And for the one of the 5 that I hadn't already done business with, I still had built up a relationship with them over several years before I ever approached them for an investment. So unfortunately, like somebody that's out doing this for the first time, you can't jump in a time machine and go back 5 years. But that's part of why I was successful, I think, in addition to having good reputation, good track record, etc.
Yeah, you can't grow an apple tree in a day, so start today.
Right. Yeah, start today, but know that those relationships you're building today may not result in a check tomorrow or next quarter. But if you really care about this and you're in this for a long-term future, you're still planting a tree today.
Yeah. So know you, like you, trust you, especially when you make money for somebody else. They're going to invest in you.
No, Kevin, it's not guaranteed, but it sure helps.
It definitely helps. It's better than having it zero.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing I would say is like, I get people all the time inbound on they want my money. They want me to invest in their thing. And it takes, 30 seconds to read our website and understand we do 100% acquisition of B2B software companies between 1 and 10 million in annual recurring revenue. And yet I still have people cold emailing me saying, do you want to invest in my startup? Do you want to do a 20% growth capital round with me? And the answer is no. Like, you're wasting your time and mine by not having a more targeted approach. And so I would tell people, like, figure out exactly who invests in things like the thing that you're pitching and focus all of your energy on those few people. And I would say it's better to have like 10 conversations with the right 10 people than just spray and pray and try and get in front of 50 people that are not really a good fit. Because those 10, you might actually be able to do some research, get a warm introduction from somebody else in your network, spend more time preparing for those versus just giving the same pitch to every person you talk to. And my guess is you'd probably be more successful.
Yeah, I got to tell you, this first some advice I heard in Silicon Valley is like, ask for money and you'll probably get advice. Ask for advice, you probably get money.
That's right.
Yeah.
And just like with banks, the best time to ask for money is when you don't need it.
Yeah.
So even if you're flush with cash, or even if you don't have a deal on the horizon, build those relationships with people that you think might be beneficial, mutually beneficial down the road.
Yeah, beautiful. Kevin, thank you so much for this time.
Anytime, my man. Talk to you soon, John. See ya.